Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 27th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Made it a great Wednesday evening. Everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather. Got your own weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country and also the tropical weather outlook. Also take a look at the local forecast for your Thursday and Friday. Also take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map. Also take a look at the storm prediction center outlook for day number 2 and 3, and also take a look at the 8 to 14 day temperature for precipitation and your temperature outlook as well. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like the video, share the video, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see here we got lots of storm systems moving across the country, but we're going to start off here in the Atlantic, and there's a lot of activity kind of meandered in the northern tropical Atlantic, also east of the South American coast. But you can see an area of high pressure pretty much parked right over in this area here between Bermuda and the Bahamas, and that's where there's no precipitation, and we're kind of clear in that area because the high pressure ridge is sending moisture around and around and around like that. We got scattered activity across South America, Central America. Here's a little tropical wave here starting to develop here. This system here needs to be monitored because it could become something in the Gulf or off the southeast coast coming up toward the 1st of June. So we will continue to monitor that and see what happens. But you can see there's some activity down in the Caribbean, Central America, Yucatan Peninsula. We got a lot of activity going on in the Gulf as well. Got more activity in the Eastern Pacific. Any of these activities in the Eastern Pacific could become tropical over the next several days to come, maybe a couple weeks as well. I showed you last night that something could form off the Mexican southeast coast, Mexico, Central America coast as well. Could be something tropical developing over the next 2 to 3 weeks in that area, so we will continue to monitor that as well. You can see we have a little upper level low spinning over here from California and Nevada. Then we got more activity from Montana to Colorado to Texas. You can see that little system here moving off the Texas coast into the northern Gulf. We got a little bit more moisture moving into the eastern Gulf, which will move up into Georgia, Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina and North Carolina as the high pressure ridge continues to funnel in a lot of tropical moisture into the region. See activity from the mid-Atlantic states to portions of Pennsylvania as well. A little bit of activity across Wisconsin also. So that pretty much covers the tropics and the satellite imagery for the lower 48. Alright, let's move on into your local forecast now. It should roll out something like this here across the board. We're going to take a look at your Thursday forecast, and it should shape up something like this. Severe weather possible over Washington, Oregon State, mixed precipitation in Nevada and California, shower activities in that area as well. We got thunderstorms and shower from central and northern California to Nevada, Oregon, Idaho, Washington State, to Montana, to Wyoming, to Nebraska, to Colorado, New Mexico, to Texas, to Missouri, to Louisiana, to northern Gulf, to the Florida Keys, to Georgia, to Carolinas, Virginia. A little bit of shower activity across the Dakotas, stretching into Minnesota. Also a little bit of activity from New Hampshire to Rhode Island to New York State, also northern Vermont as well. So, alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's move on into your Friday forecast now. They should roll out something like this here across the board. And as you can see, we got low pressure systems and high pressure systems, cold fronts, warm fronts, and dry fronts as well across the board also for your Thursday and Friday time frame. So, alright, here we go. We got some mixed precipitation in Nevada, shower activity from northern Nevada to northern California to Oregon, Washington State, a little bit over here in portions of Minnesota and South Canada, then again from areas of New York State to Rhode Island to Maine, coastal waters, New Hampshire, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. You're included in that as well. And then we got thunderstorms and shower for eastern Washington, Oregon, Nevada, to Montana, to Utah, to Wyoming, to South Dakota, to Colorado, New Mexico, Nebraska, Texas, to Missouri, to Louisiana, to Georgia, Florida, Florida Keys, northern Gulf, Atlantic coastal waters, to Carolinas, Tennessee, and portion of Kentucky and Missouri. This is thunderstorms and showers for you guys as well for your Friday. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. and it should roll out something like this here across the board. Okay, we got some severe thunderstorm warnings and watches over here in areas of portion of Virginia. Then we got severe thunderstorm watches, flash flood warnings, flood advisory, flood warnings in effect for West Virginia, also Ohio, also in the portion of Indiana, and also in the portion of northern Kentucky. Got some flood advisories over Tennessee, flood watches and warnings and advisories over southern Mississippi and Louisiana. Got some flood warnings and some air quality alerts in portion of Texas, southeast Texas. Flood advisories also for southeast Texas. We have some air quality alerts for portion of Indiana, also Illinois. A couple severe thunderstorm warning with a flood advisory in Wisconsin. Also special weather statements in portion of Minnesota, Iowa, and also areas of South Dakota, Montana. We have red flag warnings for areas of North Dakota, Montana, with heat advisories in the orange there as well. Severe thunderstorm warning for Northern California, Southern Oregon. Special weather statements also for portions of Oregon State. That flood advisory still continues for Washington State. Wind advisory for Nevada, Utah, and Southern California. We got excessive heat warnings over here. No, it's let me make sure. No, it's red flag warning. Excuse me. Over here in portions of Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. Alright, we got small crack advisory on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, a little bit along the Texas coast, Southern California, Washington State, around the Hawaiian Chain Island, around the Alaska region, and got some flood advisories for southwestern Alaska. Alright, let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for day number 2, which is Thursday. We have a marginal risk and a slight risk over here in the areas of Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, and Montana. General thunderstorms elsewhere from Washington to California, Nevada, to Montana, to Texas, to the port of Kansas, to Louisiana, to North and South Carolina, to the Florida Keys. Alright, tornado probability rolls out like this. Less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds 5 and 15% across Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, and Montana, and large hail pretty much across Idaho, Washington, Oregon States as well. Alright, let's move on into day number 3, which is Friday. Your severe weather outlook looks like this here across the board. Alright, we'll have a marginal risk up here on Great Falls, Montana, to areas of Missoula, also Butte, then Cheyenne, Wyoming, portions of Nebraska and Colorado, then from Fort Stockton to Amarillo, to areas of Oklahoma, northern Louisiana, just south of Little Rock. You can see general thunderstorm from the Carolinas to Florida Keys, to Louisiana, to Texas, up to Montana, through portions of the areas of Oregon and Nevada. Probability rolls out like 5% across the board. Alright, let's move on into the Climate Prediction Center outlook. This is for 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, and here we go. We got above normal temp for much of Maine to North Carolina, to North Texas, New Mexico, to Washington, Oregon State, California. Then above normal temp for Texas, to Louisiana, to the Carolinas, northern Florida. Above normal temp for central and south Florida. Below normal for southern portions of Texas, Hawaiian Chain Islands. Above normal, below normal for the Alaska region, for northern areas. Near normal, north and west, and central and east. Above normal temperatures expected for 8 to 14 day temps. Precipitation, we got above normal precipitation for portions of Washington, Oregon State, southern Wyoming to Arizona, Texas, Nevada, to the Carolinas, Florida, all the way into areas of Virginia, Tennessee. Then near normal elsewhere from Maine to West Virginia, northern Arkansas, Missouri, to the Dakotas, Montana, to California. Above normal for much of the Hawaiian Chain Islands, central and east. Alaska above normal, central and west, near normal. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.